All right. Well, I think just a couple of seconds to go for the market open. 5 seconds. 20 points higher, so it's a slow start, and I think that's reasonable because 10 o'clock you have the RBI decision. So maybe just treading water till then, and then you see the real move come through. 24,699, 24,700. Remember, there's been a sharp run-up yesterday and over the last couple of days. I mean, actually, all the way from the lows of last week, the markets picked up quite a bit of pace. So the start is flat. Stocks, I mean, idiosyncratically, without a broader overlay, can move, and I think that should be the focus, at least between now and 10. And of course, after that, maybe the market itself, the indices itself pick a direction. What else do we have as far as the indices are concerned? Mid-cap index is flat. Bank Nifty, maybe just a quick look. That is closest to being back at its previous all-time high, 53,600. 54,440, 450 is the last high. So that again is absolutely flat, nothing on it. And we'll put out some sectors, etc. The heat map maybe gives you a quick snapshot view of how many stocks are up and down as far as the Nifty is concerned. And then we'll look at more stuff. But I think let's dive straight into stocks this morning. Surabhi.
Okay, so getting to it, right now the Nifty is down about 7 odd points. By the way, we should check on Segal. Not sure if I don't think there was a block. The stock's down 9%. There was an arbitration, but they have to, I think, an arbitration on an existing outstanding dispute. We'll go back to that story that Vinny was pointing out. Watch out for that one. Name more details on it in just a bit. But anyway, on the Nifty, Trent, Bajaj Auto, ICICI Bank. These are the early movers on the way up. There's ITC also, which is seeing some green. SBI Live, Sun Pharma, Mahindra & Mahindra. And then it's getting really quiet. No major winners. But Trent is the one defining stock, which is moving up in a very clear fashion. 2.5% up now on Trent. And Bajaj Auto is doing well as well. TCS, L&T, HDFC Bank, Infosys, these are some of the weaker names. Again, down by just about 0.5%, not too much. Very quiet after that. Reliance, HUL, absolutely sitting on the fence. There's Tata Consumer, absolutely flat. Very quiet on the Nifty. Nigel, let's focus on mid-caps. That's where the action is.
Well, that's right. Borosil Renewables. The stock had a good run yesterday. There seems to be some protection that's come in there for them, and that's why that stock is up 5.5%. Big up move is what we are seeing. Remember, the management has been rallying for some protection measures on solar glass, and that seems to have come about. So that's why that stock is up 5.5%. Yesterday as well, the stock was higher. BSC continues its good run. It's up close to around 3.5%. So good move out there. Arcade Developers, that's one of the newly listed companies. It saw a sharp correction post-listing. Then the stock has gradually started moving up. In fact, yesterday it was up 7-8%. Today it's up close to around 2.5%. One of the top volume movers. Jyoti Structures, another stock that went to around 40 rupees, came down to around 30 rupees. There's a circuit filter expansion that we're seeing out there. So that could be one of the reasons why that stock is flying away in early morning trade. Chemfab Alkalis, we don't talk about the stock very often. Volume's not very, very high. But that stock, in fact, is up close to around 13%. Axis Gates is another stock that's up close to around 8%. So a big move is what we're seeing on that one as well. And Suraj Estates, these volumes relatively higher than what we normally see. So just pointing out some of these names. Big up move is what we're seeing. Ramco Systems as well. That's another stock that's moved up. Jai Bharat, that stock is down close to around 9%. So I'm not sure what's gone on there. And for the second day running, there is some mild profit taking that we're seeing on Genus Palm. So keep an eye out on that stock as well. And HEG, yesterday, a lot of block trades out there. The stock ended mildly in the green after being up more than 6% at one point of time. But HEG is the one that's now down close to around 3%. Graphite or graphite electrodes? Well, there was a bit of confusion on that one. So I think now it's seeing some profit taking.
Okay, well, so yeah, graphite was down about 5 and 5.5 yesterday, and HEG is also now following with some cuts. 13 points. It's absolutely unchanged, actually. Not very much at all on the indices. BSE is the biggest volume-led gainer, like yesterday. BSE is at number pole position, another 2%. Borosil Renewables is up at number 2. Second day running. I think it's moved up from levels of 440 to 540 in 3 sessions. Borosil Renewables. We, by the way, spoke with Mr. Keruka recently. We have Sagility, which is up 3.5%. It's at number 3 position in terms of volumes, big gains. Rights is up about 3.5-4%. Zentech is up 4%. There is Netweb, which is up 3%. Some of these are newer names you don't see very often at 9:15 straight at market open. PG Electroplast has been making highs, 3% here again. Rain Industries is up about 3.5-4%. EMS Limited will come up about 3.5-4%. Westlife, that's the McDonald's franchise, 3% higher. on that one as well. I mean, it's an easy 2:1 advances to decline ratio. I was talking about Angel One, before market open, and you had those flashes come through. We'll invite the management on as well. Angel One is the biggest volume-led loser. It had a bit of a pop. I think we got the monthly numbers which show a bit of a decline in terms of transactions, etc. And stocks at about 3,115 with some cuts coming through. Well, let's... sorry,
Prashant, just putting this out for clarity. The rate on Segal India will change that rate. Don't go by this because it's some technical issue. The stock is not down 9%. It's actually up 2 to 3% because the news is positive. The arbitration award is 54 crores in the company's favor.
Yes.
So there's nothing wrong. Just ignore the rate. We'll fix it and come back. Yeah.
All right. Well, so that's some clarification coming through as well. But let's...